Oh, what's up, internet? Welcome back. Today, we're going to go over the real numbers behind two of the pickups I had the last 2 days. The flea market and even a Savers. In 2025, a thrift store pickup? Video games? Inconceivable. Alright, so, been doing a lot of math, and I'm going to be telling you outright, I ain't keeping any of this stuff, because I am very, I guess, eclectic, or picky, or, well, if it's not Suikoden or Pokemon, I'm probably not playing it for this year, or whatever they come out with on Switch 2, to be honest with you. And first, we're going to kick it off with Savers. So, very rarely do I go to a Savers and actually find games, especially in 2025. The days of that are pretty much over for me. The main Savers I go to is Picked Clean, and honestly, I'd be like the third or fourth in line because I have other things to do in the morning than to stand in line for like an hour. Hi guys, if you're watching. I was very surprised when I went to the Savers that I rarely go to and found a ton of games and ones that were worth picking up. And now, like I said, we're going to be going over the real numbers, so I have on my notebook here, and I'm going to be popping up on screen a few screenshots from the phone, I guess, at some point, what I'm actually going to be making on these. So, in this first pickup, for the video games, I got some books too, but we're not including that, I spent $32. And now, I always round up when it works against me, and round down when it would work for me, so there's some wiggle room there. Maybe it's a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. I spent about $32 on these video games, all Xbox 360. Not exactly exciting, but I'm going to be selling them in a variety of places. We're going to be selling them on eBay. We're going to be selling them to Phoenix Resale over at Quick Flips. And we're also going to be selling them to the Boogeyman. Cover your ears, unknown video game hunter. You're not going to want me to say this. We're going to be selling them to TK Oldies. So, first off, this first stack here, these are going to Quick Flips. These were $5 each, but like I said, $32 total. WWE 13, WWE 12. I always get those two mixed up because I played them both. And honestly, they're the same fucking game. THQ, what were you thinking? They're literally the same game. Literally the same game. There was no changes, really. Anyway, Black Ops 3, WWE All-Stars, Cars Mater National. On those, I'm getting 7, 9... 16 and 15. So already not that bad. And then the other two games I got there, I'm going to be selling on eBay, mostly because of quality. In future videos and just in general, I do sell on Amazon also. But whenever something has condition issues like this, I'd rather sell it on eBay because people actually look at pictures, hopefully, on eBay. Whereas on Amazon, when was the last time you looked at pictures to see the quality of something? If there were even any provided. So, we also got Backbreaker. And the best one, Family Guy. Back to the Multiverse. Now, like I said, with my estimations, after fees and shipping, should be getting about 15 for Backbreaker and about 42 for Family Guy. This one has a wide range on eBay, but because of the condition, it does have the manual, but the manual honestly has some issues. Like, it was folded down on the bottom. It's not the best shape, and I think I am going to have to resurface this, so I did price it down. Now, that was everything from Savers. I spent $32. If we look at the price charting value, which is what most YouTubers will just show you and be like, look at how great I did. So you're looking at it and you're like, all right, so it's $135.62 on price charting, as we can see here. I spent $32. After all the fees and shipping, we're going to make about $72 profit, so not bad at all. Now, at the flea market today, my flea market in Connecticut here has been really cold and really, really windy. Absolutely insane winds lately, so I slept in on Friday. Usually I'd be out there, but I have a feeling everybody else slept in too. Saturday, it was actually looking pretty good, and I'm filming this on Saturday, so I'm talking about this morning. Picked up a few things. I'll save the best finds for last, the quote-unquote best finds, but probably not the best profit finds. For $4, picked up 2 copies of We Play Complete. They're kind of low on DK right now. They're giving about $4 each on these, so I'll double up. Nothing crazy. Previously, I think they were up to like 9, so that's what I was kind of hoping they were at, but they're low, but I'm still going to send them in. Next up at a booth, found some PS3 games and the rare Tiger Electronic, which is really cool because I used to collect these. If you have been following for a while, you'd remember that. And I've never seen this one before. This is Ninja Fighter. I'm actually going to try it out later and see how it is, but I will be selling this on eBay, and after fees and shipping, I should get about 15. Now, the other 3 items, we got God of War Collection. That one is going to be going on eBay because I can make a few more dollars, and I like to tickle that eBay algorithm every so often. It just makes sense. And to Phoenix Resale on Quick Flips, we are sending Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock and Guitar Hero Metallica for $8 and $15. And I spent at that booth, I believe $18 total. Spent $3 for the Tiger Electronic and $5 each on the games. So not bad at all. And then at the last pickup there, the first thing I actually saw when I walked into the flea market, I was dumbfounded. I actually left a decent amount behind just because not all of his prices were the best, but he always hooks me up, so I try to pay up a little bit more at this booth. He did have a multitude of 3DS systems. I believe a Galaxy new 3DS XL, and then the purple new 2DS XL. And he wanted, I think, 220 and 180 respectively, which is just more than I could really do on those systems. Especially when one of them was soft modded, I believe. He had a whole bunch of games on there, and I always get iffy with that because I don't like modding on my handhelds, to be honest, and I'm just going to end up factory resetting it, so if he's applying any added value to the fact that it's been modded, it doesn't actually matter to me, so it's like, I don't like to deal with it. So, we got Super Mario 3D Land, and in retrospect, I don't know how good of the deal would have been had I put some of these back, so the world will never know. I spent $200 for all the games I'm about to show you here. So, Super Mario 3D Land, this is going to be going into DK for $11. Also going to DK, I'll just run through those, just to be easier for my own self. We got Super Mario 64. Star Fox 64, and Mario Kart 64. Now, those are going to be going in for, at the time of this filming, $40, which is crazy for this. Like, that's how much they pay you, no fees related, because they pay the shipping. Star Fox 64, $22, and Mario Kart 64, $49. And that's all more than I'd be able to honestly get selling them on eBay myself, so that's pretty crazy. And the last game I have that is going to end up going to Phoenix is Pokemon Snap. That one I'm going to be getting $16 for. And with Phoenix, you do have to pay the shipping in, but that's a small price to pay for some of the prices he's giving and the ease of use, I would say. Phoenix, sponsor the channel, why don't you? And the last bit here, these are all going on eBay for a multitude of reasons. Either there's something that no one on any of these flipping websites really cares about, like BioFreaks. This is going to be going on eBay. I should make about $7 after fees and shipping. And actually, I kind of, one of the things that's really interesting about these is I have my N64 readily hooked up for some reason, and I'm going to be testing these games out, and I'm actually really looking forward to playing some of these that I've never played before. Like, for instance, I've not played Pokemon Stadium. I've not played Pokemon Stadium 2. I've never played Biofreaks. I think this is a fighting game, so that should be interesting. Oh, I spoiled what I have in the pile, so I guess I should just get to them. Also, we got Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Stadium 2. After fees and shipping, I should be getting about $21 and $60, presuming they work. And the last two titles, kind of ending on a whimper, considering I meant to save that for the end, but we're just going through it. Star Fox for the 3DS. This one, after fees and shipping, should be getting about $21. And the last game, one of the most common games to find on the Wii for me, which I don't really complain about, Mario Party 8. So, that one, after fees and shipping, about $24 if it's working, which it should be. It looks like it's in good condition. And all this stuff honestly looks like it's in good condition, with the exception of some of the cases on the stuff that DK is not going to care about. So, with all that said, if I were your average YouTuber who's not going to tell you the numbers behind everything, and I just showed you the price charting value, that was $200 to $222 total on all that stuff from the flea market. That is going to be $390 in price charting value, as you can see on the screen here, plus the Tiger Electronic eBay value of $25. Now, what does that actually mean? That means that after all the fees, all the shipping, sending it in to Phoenix, DK, shipping it on eBay myself, I'm going to make $107 profit. Now, that's not crazy good. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to make this video, is a lot of YouTubers will show you what they spent and how much it's worth, but not actually talk about the real numbers behind that. And that's one thing to keep in mind. So while this was a really good find, I'm really happy I picked it up. It's really exciting to see cartridges at the flea market, but I feel like sometimes the excitement gets away from you. Or the logic behind the pickup gets away from you, especially if you're buying to resell like I do. Now, if I was adding these to my collection, this would be an amazing score, to be honest with you. But I don't really collect N64 games for the most part. Most of these things that I would want to play, I could play on the Switch, whether it be on Nintendo Switch Online, or maybe it's been re-released somewhere else that has a more handheld version for me to play, which I'm more into. But those are the real numbers behind it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I am planning on picking up well, I don't actually know if it's the latest GoPro, but there's a GoPro I'm looking at on Amazon that I'm probably going to be picking up soon. And I would like to bring you guys along to the flea market and the garage sales with me. Probably not the thrift stores, because I feel like that's still one of those places where it's like, I don't want to be filming in there anymore, really. Like, because the only thrift stores I can really film in, honestly, are the ones I don't want you to know about. Because we have enough competition there already, to be honest with you. Jeez. All of you in Connecticut that are watching this video, you're doing this because of me. No, I'm just fucking with you. This video has gone off the rails. I'm going to play some Dragon Fighter. I'm going to play some Ninja Fighter. Like the video, all that YouTube stuff, comment below. Subscribe if you're new. And we'll be seeing you. It's time for some bloopers. I'm going to give you two of the pickups I have. Today, we're going to look at two of the pickups I had today and yesterday at the thrift store and the flea market, and we're going to go over... Ooh, what's up, Internet? It's been a while. Stuff's falling behind me. I have been in the lab, or more likely the office,